All right. Now let's see if this is any better. Let's see if people come back in. I'm going to tweet it out again because I have a different thing now. Let me see how I do that. This is why I don't live stream very much. So now it's coming out of my Blue Yeti. It should be. Anyway, how does it sound? Is it too soft? Too loud? Hi again. Hi, Matt. Aviation fan. Do you want me to keep calling you Aviation fan? I will if you want. If you want me to call you something else, I will. I'm just tweeting it out now. Okay. Now we're good. Jessie, hi again. Yeah, it was kind of a rush. I got home from taking my son to his vaccination at like 1:55, and I rushed upstairs, and then I had to try to find some surface I could attach this to since it's on the boom arm, and I didn't want to mess with it. So big pain in the rear end. So how are you guys? I'm so glad to see you. Hi again, Haley. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully it sounds better now. What do we think? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? It doesn't look fabulous because I'm using my laptop camera. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just that kind of day where we just do whatever. Doing good, but still waiting to get my first vaccination. Is it is it a long wait there for everyone? Or like what's the story on that, Matt? I don't know. Hi Gary, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. You must be working hard. I wish I had a pizza to give you and to give myself because I'm freaking starving. G.O.B., hello. Let's see. I have chips down here and I'm very tempted to eat them because I'm really hungry, but I know not everybody is into eating sounds, so maybe I'll just wait till later. Also, my window is open over there, and I think a truck of some variety just pulled up, so you're likely to hear that. Sorry. My neighbors don't realize that I'm trying to do a live stream. One does not simply eat the chips. There. Crisps, I guess, for you overseas folk. Kettle cooked. Those are the best ones. Hi, Ko. Good to see you. And I want them really bad, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be good and wait. Gary. Oh. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm not gonna get used to that. Like, ever. Oh my gosh. People's channels taken down, really? Oh my word. No, I don't want that to happen to me either. So we won't talk about it. Or we could, let's say, so we could talk about the dentist. How about that? So yeah, I took my son for his second dentist appointment today. And so now his teeth have been fully cleaned. That's it. And my teeth will have been fully cleaned by next Friday. And I hope that everyone's teeth will be fully cleaned really soon. Now, let's see what we have. How about let's do Fluffy Mike first. How about that? I'm going to turn my gain up just a little bit, I think, if I can do it without killing you guys. Let's see. Is that better or worse? I take Rob $12,000 teeth out every day. Did your teeth really cost $12,000? My full cleaning has been postponed, but I anticipate the full cleaning to be done soon. I hope so. I want everybody to have super clean teeth. That's right. So that, I can go around and visit everybody and we can all show off our teeth and how clean they are. Anybody that's just coming in is like, what the hell are these people talking about? Oh, God. Sorry. I hate this boom arm. I need to get a new one. Had to take out a loan. Oh, my God. Well, Rob, I can tell you that your teeth are very nice. It's 7:22 p.m. where Matt is. It's 2:23 where I am. And I missed my lunch. So we might have some stomach growling ASMR here in a little bit. Okay, I'll bite. Tell me what time it is in Australia, aviation fan. KO is in the same time zone as I am. Playtime. I'm gonna guess that it's at least 2 in the morning where you are. At least. Is it 2 a.m.? 3 a.m.? I'm not sure of the US to Australia time zone. $4:30 a.m. Oh my God. How do you stay up that late? I would literally pass away. Like, I cannot do it. I cannot. I am not a night owl. I think that's one of the requirements for being an ASMR creator that just missed me completely because I cannot do it. My body woke me up a bit ago to go to the toilet. So I've been awake since, so I hate that. Or when you wake up because you've been having that dream where you go to the bathroom and all the toilets are broken or people are standing around. Does anybody else have that, or am I just a freak? That happened to me a couple of nights ago, actually. I was dreaming that I really had to go to the bathroom, but every toilet that I found was broken. Yay, I joined just in time to see you rub your nose. My nose itches. Leave me alone. It's allergy season. Will you put on the black rubber gloves? Yes, I can do that. I have them. And they're right here. Here's one of them, actually. And here's the other one. I will tell you, though, that it's entertaining in a not exciting way to watch me put these gloves on. But they sound really good. Hi, Justin. How are you? Seriously, you guys are going to laugh. Or maybe I'll do it down here so you can't see me. It's like trying to put your hand into a garden hose. That's what it feels like. Seriously, like, this is not hot. Being on a boat in the middle of the ocean during a storm. That sounds terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I have completed doing a few more song requests, and I'll have the next one up next week. Awesome, Justin. You do a lot of duets, don't you? I think. Hi, Ronan. How are you? Hey. Oh, God. What did I tell you? These are not easy. You might have to just be satisfied with one, because we'll be here all the rest of the day. You're going to hear me say some cuss words in a second if this doesn't go up. I'm going to mute you guys for just a second. Okay, hold on. Okay. So seriously, I'm just doing one because that took like 10 minutes. Have you ever... To me, it feels like putting on a wetsuit, but you're like in the middle of the desert and you're really sweaty. What GymZombie said, there needs to be more of that, but I don't know what you mean, so I'm gonna have to ask later. And then you get all the air in there, so that it squeaks when you squeeze it. Party Party 11. Hello, hello. How are you? There's nothing wrong with cussing on YouTube. Like that Christmas cussing collab video. Yes, I remember. I need to come up with a name for that character. When you're going to post pics like Tippy Tappy. Who are you talking to? I hope you're not talking to me because you know that ain't happening. Oh, G.O.B., thank you. Message me on Messenger and I'll explain really quickly. I can probably do that because I'm on my laptop. Only ever had to wear a wetsuit once as a kid on the Isle of Wight. Talcum powder. That would really do it. I love your whispering face. Thank you. I don't actually do a lot of whispering. It's just not something that I do often. I don't know why. I'm gonna see if I can get over here and aviation fan is going to tell me what they're talking about. Because I'm lost. Now I have to figure out where you are. And no. They made it hard to find things. I still don't see it. I'm sorry. Anyone else lost the stream? Oh no. I hope not. What made you want to do ASMR? Well, that's kind of a long story, but in about 2012, I was going through kind of a rough time, and somebody recommended it to me because I was having a lot of anxiety and a lot of really hard time sleeping. And when I say a really hard time, like zero sleeping. And so a friend of mine told me about it. And the first thing that I saw was a video by Maria, Gentle Whispering. And for the first time in a long time, I went right to sleep. And I was hooked from then on. And ever since the beginning, I thought about doing my own channel, but I sat on the idea for 5 years. And I wish that I hadn't now because I would have been a lot farther along. But I'm really happy to be where I am now. And I'm really happy that all you guys are here. So thank you. It looks warm where you are. It's very warm today. It's about 80 degrees. Fahrenheit, that is. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius. I'm gonna go hide now. Rob K, I love you too. I think Rob K should have an ASMR channel where he shows off all of his jewelry that he gets. He has an absolute magical talent for getting vintage, really cool jewelry, like rings and pins and various things from really interesting time periods like Victorian and 1920s, and it's amazing. And I think that would make a really, really interesting YouTube channel. I have a playlist going each night, an ASMR playlist, because same. The other night I watched, what was the one that, it was Matt Articulate Designs, newest one. That just, I made it about 5-10 minutes in, and then I was like, out. Stop with the squeaking. It's rainy where I'm at. Party, do you like the rain? I do. It's supposed to rain here tomorrow. It was snowing here last week. No. Snow is absolutely unacceptable. After about February, that's it. That's it. It's just not allowed. It's against the law. You heard it here first. Hey, Alpha. How you doing? Ooh, that's interesting. I like this sticky sound. Sticky. Is that bugging anyone? Hopefully not. I like it. ASMR playlist, actually on my second main list. 5,000. You have a playlist with 5,000 videos on it. Are you serious? Spa travel spoopy. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. When you say that, do you mean like spooky ASMR videos? Or do you just mean spooky, like, whatever video? Matt, are you still here? The other day, we were talking about something. I don't remember where even this was, and I hope I didn't, dream this, because all of you guys have been infiltrating my subconscious lately. And I've been dreaming about everyone. It's weird. But the other day, I think we were talking about something, and I told you that I did not care for Most Haunted because I wasn't a big fan of Yvette Fielding. And then maybe that same day, or maybe it was the next day, I stumbled on a Most Haunted, more of a longer documentary style. And I watched the whole thing, and now I've got a whole playlist of those, and they're really, really fascinating. And I felt like such a hypocrite. So I just wanted to tell you that I found some Most Haunted Yvette Fielding stuff that I actually do enjoy watching. Now, I'm not claiming that they are legitimate, because I'm still not sure I really believe that that's true, but they're really interesting. Hey, Keith. How are you? Crap, we've been found out. Are you infiltrating my dreams on purpose? Stop it. I'm gonna sing Carol on you. Something about bleaching my hair. Yes. I dreamt that Matt, A-Fault ASMR, came to me and wanted me to bleach his hair white blonde. And that's what we were doing. What the hell? Why? I don't know. And then a few days or a week or so before that, I dreamt that I was at a summer camp. We were doing a summer camp. And I was there, and Sage was there, and Jordy ASMR was there. And we were prepping it for people. And I was trying to call Tippy Tappy and Katie on the phone to get them to come and like join our summer camp. Why? I don't know. Aviation fan, I love you so much. Thank you. I'm hiding after you check your messages. I'm really intrigued. I can't get to it right now, but I will check it after we're done. There was a time I was on course to study demonology under John Zaffis. Oh my God. So I met John Zaffis. He's a really, really nice guy in person. And I wanted to buy, he had books for sale that day where we were, but he was out. And I'm really bummed about it. But John Zaffis is awesome. He's really funny too in real life. I met him. I've met Jason Hawes and Grant Wilson and oh gosh, who's the guy that was on like the first season of Ghost Hunters? Brian, that's the other one. And I've met Rosemary Ellen Guiley, who I think might have passed away since then. And I've met, oh gosh, the guy that's the MUFON guy that I can't think of the name. I can't think of anybody's name right now. Hey, Amjad. Good to see you. Amjad. Hello, my dear. Send me keywords for your dreams. I can look up the terms for interpretation. Okay. Yes. Good night, Gary. I hope you have a good sleep. Who are you watching to go to sleep? I want to know so I can watch later too. Oh, did I miss anybody's texting? Or not texting, sorry, message. I'm a redhead, Matt says. He would never. I would totally study demonology under John Zaffis. That would be so fun. Not fun. Fun is the wrong term for studying demonology, I think. Interesting. Good night, Moon. Excellent choice. Excellent. Does she have a new one out today? Because if so, that's what I'm doing after this. I'm going to eat my chips and I'm going to watch her. I love her so much. Ooh, the Howl's Moving Castle video. That one's hats, right? She does hats. I love everything that she does. Had the joy to meet the late. Did Derek Accor die? Did he pass away? That's terrible. I didn't know that. Not sure that he was the most legit of folks either, but he was interesting. I watched the Shopping for Curse where it's going up you did. Which one? Dad, was it the Christmas one? There are 3 now. There's the first one that I did, and then there's a fall one and a Christmas one. I should have totally done an Easter one, but now that I'm not sure that the funny thing is about that, right? I was really concerned that when I got monetized on my channel, that those videos would not pass at all. And all 3 of those are fine, all of them. And the 2 that are limited ads, and one of them is a picture of me with a 3DO. And there's nothing, like no bad, nothing, but it's just because the 3DO is in the thumbnail. And the other one is just one that I put as 18 and up because it was a bloopers video that had all kinds of bad language. So I just think that's ridiculous. Like, a video where I literally say every curse word that you could probably think of. And they're like, hey, that's cool. Have some ads. But a picture of a 3D mic with the ears is like, if you do a fourth shopping for curse words, I'm on board. 100%. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Beautiful sound from the rubber gloves. Oh, thank you. I am going to do another. I'm going to incorporate them into a role play, probably for next week. So keep an eye out for that. Georgia Marie Evans, Kelly Marie Evans. So personally, if you ask me, I think Georgia is a beautiful name, but it's your name that you have to live with. So you have to pick what resonates with you and what your gut tells you is the right answer, because I mean, I would say you have to live with it, but none of us have to live with it. We can all change our names whenever we feel like it. I could change my name at any time. I won't, because I like my name. But I do think George is a beautiful name. Meanwhile, I've never been demonetized for having a 3DO. You know why. I don't even need to say why, because you know. Makes 0 to negative sense. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, I just, GOB, am I saying that right? GOB? I just got these gloves. They came in the mail the day that I made that video. So that was a really spur of the moment thing. But I got them for a purpose. So you'll see. It won't be next week's one, but the reason that I got these will become clear in time. But they really do make great sounds. Oh, I know why. It rhymes with Rex's. Absolutely. Does your hand sweat? Yes. The gamer. Hello, by the way. How are you? Absolutely, yes. I have been using my green screen for a long time. It's working really well. That's great. I still have trouble with mine. Every time I think that I've got it down, I go to edit a video and I have to do all kinds of crap to fix it. I use an alias IRL for reasons my last ex never knew. Are you serious? Wow. All right then. I didn't know that you get demonetized for having a 3DO. I don't think necessarily in the video. It depends. Like, I don't know. I know, because there are people. That's why I agree with Keith when he said it makes no sense, because there are people that have, the 3DO, and they have, and I will preface this statement by saying I'm not knocking this in any way. There are some that I enjoy, and everybody can make whatever kind of content they want. So that being said, there are videos where, people do the ear licking videos with the 3DOs, and those are fine, and they have ads and no problem. And then other people can't even have them in the video for, not normal, but other purposes besides that without getting demonetized. And I really think it has to do with the day and the mood of whoever, the moon phase. Like, it really doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason to it at all. Is that... Oh, I lost it. Let me go back up. Back up, back up, back up. Is that 3 or ill? Reverse life forms, life forms. Hello to you. Just to protect those close to me. I didn't want known ties. Okay, that's valid. Azerothic. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. Years ago, YouTube tweeted, "Happy International Women's Day," to which Heather Feather replied, "That's great. Now stop demonetizing videos for having a woman's face." Seriously? Yes. Hello, Gemma. Eating chocolate. I'm jealous. Martin. Hello. I'm so glad to see everyone. Two more mommy ASMR. People liked that one. I probably will at some point. Do you have an Instagram account? I do. I think it's... Oh my God, what is it? Let me look. I'm sorry. Instagram. Maybe I can put a link, I think. Let's see. There you go. Oh, thanks, Keith. Keith was faster than me. All right, I gotta take this glove off. I'm sorry. It's hot. The name decision is what I want you to be proud of. Do you know what? Oh my gosh, so hot. I am ridiculously proud of you anyway, and I think whatever you choose will be perfect. Seriously, I would never put out any kind of... Why would I disagree with something that's so personal to you? I mean, if I were you, I would not consider changing your name to, like, you know, shithead or something. But I really like that Ronan said wholesome Julie just the second that I said shithead. Actually, I have an Instagram app on my laptop where I can upload photos. You do? How do you do that? I have Chrome. I could do that, but I don't know how you do that. Chitty bang bang. Okay. Here's a little bit of a story time. And I'm sorry. I really am. It's such a good movie, but when my oldest son was little, Chitty Bang Bang was one of his favorite movies. And we watched it over and 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 over until I wanted to hop into that car and drive it off a cliff. So I can't do it. I'm sorry. I hate that movie. Hate it. Go to extensions and search extensions for Instagram. As I said, it only works on Chrome. Well, I use Chrome, so I can totally do that, and I'm absolutely going to because it really annoys me that I have to switch back and forth from my phone to my laptop in order to do stuff like that. Though, does anybody else besides me use both at the same time? Because I totally don't do that ever. All right, I'm gonna find something else. Let's see. What do we think about tapping on something? I have things to tap on, or I have, what's this? This is a, check that out. Isn't that pretty? I got that for a Christmas gift. Yeah, I guess it would be nonsensical to drive off the cliff in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, wouldn't it? Can I push Chitty Chitty Bang Bang off a cliff? Your rules, your decisions. I don't think I haven't. We need to talk later because I'm not sure what you mean. I can't imagine what you would do that would make me upset. My rules for not making Julie upset. Ready? Don't be a bigot. Don't be homophobic. Don't be a dick. Unless you're being a dick to people who are doing the other two things. That's it. I cuss like a sailor because where I came from, I'm first told it to her. Give up a seat because mouth doesn't equate to manners. I love that. I do. I uploaded items to my Google Drive and then transfer them to my phone so I don't have to keep going. Yes, I've emailed myself stuff a lot, and that is annoying. But I need to buy some more space because my Google Drives are both full. Matt, I'm trying to decide if that's a typo, but either way, that's hilarious. Annie roleplay. That'd be fun. I love Annie. That is a fabulous musical. So I'm too old to play any of the kids, so I'd have to play like Mrs. Hannigan or something. What has the same author as James Bond? Surely not Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I missed it. Songs were written by the Sherman Brothers, songwriters for Mary Poppins. Yeah. I followed you on Instagram. Thank you. Visual triggers. I like visual triggers too. I really like face touching. Face touching. Face touching. Who are? Not horror. It's still really funny. Ian Fleming? Really? I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Robin. Is that how that got started with Louise, with the Robin thing? There, I'm going to just rub your face there. How's that? Good or weird? You tell me. That's the loudest bird that there ever was. Can you guys hear that bird? You could probably hear that bird in Australia without my microphone on. My phone has learned if I type RO, then it immediately corrects to your name now. The point I'm trying to make is the name on its side on this. One that you'll be comfortable with calling me on your channel in front of a lot of people. I can't imagine that it would be awkward. Like I said, we can talk later about it, but I really can't. I can't think of anything where that would be the case. I hope everybody's doing really well today. Martin, how are you? Am I weirding anybody out with this hand movement stuff? Because if so, I'll stop. Hocus Pocus roleplay. I love Hocus Pocus. Some really good friends of mine did a Hocus Pocus video, Gemma. You should look up. I can't remember which channel it was on, but you should look up Yoloma ASMR and official Raina Tamarin ASMR and Crystal Ball ASMR, because they did a collab for Hocus Pocus and it was so good. They did such a good job. Samurai Bird. Is he out there with a little, like, what do you call a samurai sword? It's not a katana, is it? I don't know what they're actually called, the big ones. Carol did Hocus Pocus? How did I miss that? I have to look that up. Did she do that by herself? Had the curtain put up today, now blocks out sound from the other rooms in the house. What kind of curtain do you have that blocks sound? Because I need to buy 100 of them. I think it was before you joined the weekly ASMR group. Oh, I see. Did you guys all do it? I missed that group. That was fun. That was the first time after I joined you guys to get off my rear end and start posting more regularly. Katana is the largest of the three. And, I'm going to murder that pronunciation. Wakizashi, and then Tonto. Sorry. Aviation fan, I see you, and we will totally do that, okay? We will. Heavy line full length window curtain. I need to. So in the summertime, my office where I film, my studio, which by the way, as soon as my oldest son moves out, it's gonna be a giant room just for me for filming, and I'm very excited about it because it's the whole top of my garage. But in the summer, it's really hot in there. And so we have a window air conditioner. And so it lets in a lot of sound around where it is in the window. So I would really like to have something that would help block sound from it like that. Have you seen the new Witches movie? Is that out? Is that the one that's the remake of the one that had Angelica Houston? If so, no, I haven't seen it, but I want to because I really liked that movie to begin with. Oh, great, Martin. That's awesome. No worries. When I went off to college, my parents turned my room into a storage room. Oh, no. So I had to stay in the guest room when I visited, and that continued post-college. My oldest son, is 20, and he goes to community college, so he's almost finished, and he is working almost full-time now, and he'll finish next month, and then he'll go full-time, and then he's talking about looking for a place with one of his friends to move out. So we're looking at probably within the next 3 to 6 months. I'm not going to turn his room into a storage room, but my middle son has his eye on moving in there, so he will end up in the guest room if he comes back. Can you do a kidnapped video? Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm a bit plum knackered. I'm into that. Can you guys hear this? I love these things. Did you just hear my stomach growl? Oh my god. That was so loud. Musical rooms, yes. It's like clean cut, move down. He'll go out. The next one will go in. The youngest one will go into that room. That room becomes the office, and then I go into there for filming. So yeah, no one will be in the room they started out in. Now I want plums. I had the best watermelon yesterday. I'm gonna have some of that in a little while too. Do you guys like watermelon? I ate like half of it like this, and I just stuck it in a bowl with a spoon. Except I'm gross and I put salt on it. But it was so good. I'm back. Was multitasking 2 live streams. Ooh, that's hard to do. Aww. Need to recharge the battery. If you guys can figure out how to do that, please let me know. Because I need to know what the secret is of the battery recharging. Citrulline. Citrulline? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. I know there's okay. Word retrieval today is not a thing. Lycopene, right? The same stuff that's in tomatoes. Is that right? Yeah. Watermelon jelly beans. Not quite the same, but yes, those are very good. The Snow Queen from Narnia, yes. I'm still working on the props for that. It's taking me longer than I thought it would. Should I switch to the phone mic? Does anybody? Would that be good? What do we think? I have fuzzy or have the foam cover? Everyone for foam, say aye. I'm gonna stretch. Oh my god. It's so quiet in here. It's really weird. Gemma has all of the roleplay ideas. That's fabulous. Tapping or mic brushing or hair brushing. I'm not brushing my hair because if I did, it would be this much bigger and it would look like that. I don't brush my hair. I don't have a wig right here either, but I think I can find a brush. Or we could just listen to some loud ass birds. Alright, hold on. How's that? Is that too loud? L-citrulline. Citrulline converts to arginine, which is a vasodilator and great for blood flow and heart health. That's awesome. It's a good thing that I can eat my weight in watermelon, then maybe I will be super, super healthy. Okay, Matt. I hope you had a successful trip. You are not a brat. Elsa loses control of her ice power. What would she do if she lost control of her ice power? That's kind of what happened in the end of the first movie. We watched Frozen 2 yesterday about 4 times. That's gonna go the way of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Gee whiz. I would love to knock. I don't want to knock the bird off its perch because I don't want to hurt it, but I wish it would go away. Let me close the window. Sorry to keep muting. Hold on. Okay. I closed the window, so I think you can probably still hear it, but it shouldn't be that bad. Oops. My camera cover thing. Slingshot. That reminds me of a story. Everything reminds me of a story. I'm sorry. But Black Cat Aura ASMR. Hello, hello. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. One time, a few years ago, we had a tomcat that made its way over here because my neighbor had 3 or 4 cats that were not fixed. And I don't know where he came from. I think he was feral or something, but he would sit in my driveway and make these ungodly noises, like like these horrible, like really loud cat yowling noises. But it would be like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And this went on for a while. And somebody lent me a humane cat trap to catch him. Because I was going to catch him, and take him to the rescue place to be neutered. Because they do trap, neuter, release, And I caught every cat in the neighborhood with that trap, except him, including my own. So this went on and on and on, and he woke me up every day for like weeks with that sound, and it was making me so angry that I started to behave a little bit like a sniper. I had a slingshot thing, and it wouldn't have actually hurt him or done any damage to him at all, but I would open my window and sit like this in the window with this thing, so that when he came I could and get him and he'd run away. And I did that for 2 or 3 days, and I got him a couple of times, and then he finally went away. I love cats, and I did not want to hurt him. I just wanted him to stop waking me up. But he was here for a while, and I named him the beautiful and fitting name of Meowling Bastard, MB for short. I love the ASMR video you did in the first. Here's the 3DO. I don't remember which one that is, Amjad. Sorry about Shitty Bang Bang. No, Gemma, it's okay. No one would have any way of knowing. I totally blame my child, because he was obsessed, I tell you. I can't stand people that don't spay their damn animals. Like, damn it. I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night to kittens, right? I love kittens. I really do. But we need to be responsible about it. A large water pistol, that's a good idea. That's what I should have done. We like a super soaker and like spray. Yes. If that ever happens again, that's what I'm going to do. The twin layered one. Oh, yeah. That was a while back. I can do a much better version of that now. Hopefully. Theoretically speaking. Let me just say I could edit it better. Not I could do better. That sounds really like I'm full of myself, and I promise you I'm not. I think Yumi has a bunch of stray cats around her, rescues them and finds them. Yeah, I think she does. I think that's why, because she's got kittens now, which are so cute. But that mama cat is a rescue cat, I think. I don't know where Lumi lives, but I would love to have that all black cat, because we had an all black cat when I was growing up, and she had a very beautiful name. Her name was Roach. I'll let you decide why that is. How's my father's doing? Let's just say. Anyway. Albin. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Is it Albin? Is that right? I'm full of peanut butter mostly. I've never seen anybody that can eat peanut butter the way you do. I had a polydactyl Himalayan. Oh, I love those with the extra toes. And they're big and floofy. I love them. Albin, I am great. Thank you for asking. It's a really, really nice day today. You can still hear the birds a lot, can't you? It's kind of crazy. I find it. You haven't seen me eat peanut butter. I can eat it by the jar with a spoon. Oh, competition, Ronan. You guys should have a peanut butter off. 2 18-ounce jars. That would make me so sick. I would be totally ill. Like, how do you do that? I find medical role plays are some of my favorite ASMR role plays, especially when injuries are involved. Don't ask me why. Just do. It's bizarre. I don't think that's bizarre at all because I really enjoy them too. And it's not that, you enjoy being injured, but I think there's that aspect of being taken care of that is really appealing. Definitely. Resident Evil Lady. No, I could never. Have you seen Shani's version of that though? Because that's freaking insanely good. Where are you from? If you're talking to me, then I am in the US. On the east coast of the US. Peanut butter competition. First one to empty the entire jar wins. Ew. I love peanut butter, but I could never do that. No, I said I wouldn't do my video, but I'm an absolute sucker for peanut butter. Controversial that I prefer smooth to crunchy. Smooth peanut butter all the way. I'm from Sweden. Hello from Sweden. What time is it in Sweden right now? Whisper Winds ASMR collab she did with Shani and Oopsie Daisy. They did it last year. Was that the Sailor Moon collab? Because that was really good, if that's the one you're talking about. France. You have people from all over. I love it. Your internet is the best I've ever seen from a live stream. You're reading some of these comments before I'm seeing them. We do actually have really good internet. We pay for it too, a lot. If it wasn't really good, I'd be mad. Did you see Juliet's new video that came recently? She's doing a Pomodoro technique while studying with her while wearing a flower crown. No. Did I see that? Did I see it? I just watched one with her yesterday or the day before. I don't think it was that one. Maybe it was though. There are so many amazing people creating videos right now. Like, it's hard to keep up with everybody that I want to watch because they're all just insanely talented. I don't know if I have something to brush this gave me these teeny tiny little clips. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with them. Ew. That's funny. See, that appeals to my 12-year-old sense of humor right there. Perfect. I don't have a brush in here. I do have this weird cup. It has an eagle on it. Chocolate spread Nutella. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are making me even more hungry. Mermaid roleplay. I would love to do that. You know what I really love to do? And I might try this in the summer. We have some friends that have a house in Florida. And they have their own pool. And what I would really like to do is use a GoPro and take some underwater footage and do a mermaid ASMR video, but underwater. I don't have one of those mermaid tails though, so I don't know how I would do that. And they're very expensive. I might have to hit up Raina and get her to edit me one on. I love Nutella. What are you talking about? Oh, thank you. I don't know if it's better than peanut butter, in my opinion, but it's pretty good. I love me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I don't think I would eat a Nutella and jelly sandwich. That's right, she is in Florida. Oh, I might have to make that work. I bet Raina has a mermaid tail. That just seems like something she would have, doesn't it? Can you guys hear the tapping? Is the tapping okay? I promised Raina someday that she'd be in my movies. You're gonna make awesome movies, Jessie. Mermaid ASMR has been done a couple of times. Yeah, I know. Haley did one that was really good. Sage did an underwater one, but I don't think she was a mermaid. Atmosphere, she's done mermaid, but of course, no one on Earth. She's like a magical creature from some like actual magical land. I don't know. Nobody could ever compare to that. There you go. Yeah, Atmosphere did a mermaid one underwater. There would be no way on this earth, if someone paid me $1 billion, that I could ever produce anything as good as what she does. I don't understand how. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming. Someone school me on how to say that name, please. I'm so sorry. I am not good at Irish names because they don't sound the way they're spelled. They're not phonetic, and I don't want to mess it up. Hypnotist ASMR roleplays. That one guy, 15 hello, are the most relaxing, especially if you swing a pocket watch back and forth. I'm looking. Oh, thank you. Her videos are insane. I think she codes or something. because she's totally been animating her entire environments. Yes. Like that. The one that she just did, the one was gentlemen and one was ladies. And she showed, like, both of them were her, obviously, but walking up the stairs, like she created the entire house. And then she walked into the, it was insane. I could never. So I did a suburban additional for my husband. Oh, thank you. The next one, I feel like, by the way, I'm going to mention any ASMR creators here that have not worked with Matt in full ASMR. He has a really awesome series, and he's looking for some people to take part. So, if you're interested, you should hit him up because it's really fun to work with Matt. He's a brilliant writer. And I feel like the snake charmer and the hypnotist kind of played them a little similar. And so the next one, and I'm not going to say what that is unless Matt wants to, I'm going to try to do it differently. Plus, it would go along with the character to do it differently. So the door's open and everything. Yes. And, you know, the 360 views of all the rooms. And then, like, outside sounds. And it just, like, masterclass stuff. I just don't know. Steampunk characters next. I'm really excited about it. I love me some steampunk. What else do we? Does anybody have any kind of trigger that they'd like that I might be able to do? Aviation fan. Oh my gosh. You don't have to do that. Thank you. My gosh. I have some bubble wrap. I'm making my first ever actual video for that chapter too. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to see that all come together. Add hypnosis to your fortune teller hypnosis where she hypnotized the viewers into seeing rich. That's actually a really good idea. Because the second fortune teller one kind of left at a cliffhanger, so I could totally do that. Good thinking. Thank you. This is some teeny tiny little. Look at this. Tiny little bubble wrap. Is that too loud or too quiet? Sorry. Are we going to see more of your recent elf fairy character? The one that kidnapped us and kept us? Yes. Yes, you will. Actually, I have two things in mind. Well, I have one thing into two. You'll see. I have so many things I want to do, and I just need to get the silence in order to actually make them. This has not been a great week because it's spring break week for the school, so everybody's around all the time. The idea I had is a bit different and probably first and probably strange. My absolute favorite. Hoping you're not going to be mad at me. I very much doubt it. I love bubble wrap sound. Every time I get deliveries, I pop the bubble wrap. I usually don't get a chance to pop it because everybody gets it before me, but I stole this one. So now, whenever you get things from Amazon, they don't put the proper bubble wrap. They put those big, like, pillow things that sound like bombs when you pop them. It's terrible. The googly eyes thing you did with the unusual triggers collab with Alley Cats was literally the most intense triggers I felt in a very long. Really? Well, thank you. I could do that again. Only Jaden, hello, welcome. The only problem that I had with the googly eyes is that I used spirit gum I started out with Mod Podge, and that didn't work. So I had to use spirit gum to put them on my face so that they'd stay. And then I lost my spirit gum remover, which in retrospect, I should have made sure I had before I put it on with the spirit gum to begin with, but I didn't. So I had a hell of a time getting those eyeballs off after I put them on. Not the eyeballs themselves, they came off fine, but the sticky stuff was on there. I finally ended up, I think coconut oil is what finally got it really off. Jaden, how are you? I really want, does anybody have one of those bubble popper sensory things? Because I really want one. Is spirit gum like super glue? Spirit gum is, I mean, yes and no. It's kind of like, it's sticky stuff that you use to put on facial prosthesis things, like for for plays or TV or something. It's like, do you remember when during the Snow White collab when Sarah had the big sneezy nose? That's what you use to put that stuff on. Not comparable to the Gorilla Glue. No, not at all. No, spirit gum is meant for you to use. It's meant for your face. But they have this stuff that comes with it that's a special remover. That's probably just like mineral oil or something, but soap and water will not take the stickiness off. I still have stained bath towels from nearly 20 years ago from the Blue with my werewolf cosplay. Do you have pictures of that? Because you know I want to see that. Somebody had to have had a camera 20 years ago. Sarah's another one. Swarms ASMR. If you haven't checked her out, I'm sure pretty much most of you here have, but she's amazing. Talk about adhering to the guidelines. Yes. Is it pun time? Yes, it's about pun o'clock. You know, you have to ask now after you said that. I'm sorry. I don't think that's weird at all. Everybody likes different things. Please don't run away. Shaving gel on a Blue Yeti microphone and used a makeup brush felt relaxing. That's a good idea. You put plastic on it first. Alright, I'm gonna mute you one more time. Last time, I promise. Gemma, I hope you feel better. You give me a lot of ideas, so thank you. I turned the gain down and now I feel like I have to be right up on this like this in order to talk to you, and I don't think that's a good idea. How's that? No, you would definitely have to put some plastic over it before you did that, or else it would ruin it. My mom used to run her fingers up and down my nose to put me to sleep. Oh yeah, that would be so relaxing. Oh my gosh. We were talking actually today about how interesting it is that some of the things that we like in ASMR videos are super relaxing, but if anybody tried to do that to you in real life, it would be super awkward and weird. Like, I really like when people, do this number. Minx Laura is the queen of this. But if you came up to me in real life and started doing this into my face, I might hit you. You know what I mean? Is it just me? Like, that's really relaxing, but only as a video and not in real life. Oh, good. Now my neighbor's children are outside. So we have birds and we have babies. That's okay though. They're cute babies. Say some hypnotic triggers, but they have fits. How would I do a nose rubbing? Just like, I don't know how that would work. Earlier I just did it like this because my nose was itchy. Is it the back and forth? What if I rub your nose? What sort of words do you like that one guy? Like relaxing, relax, 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 relax. Everybody says that. Is it enough to do it this way? Or do I need to do it to myself? That sounds like a hypnotism thing. Look into my eyes. Here we go. It feels funny to do that on command. Like, I feel like I want to go. sorry, that's not relaxing because I'm being silly. I just caught a glimpse of the thumbnail for the live stream. I made a face. I don't remember what it was. I know the first time I made a fish face. All of you have cute noses too. Cute noses too. I personally like it when someone will rub my forehead. That is what makes me sleepy. Or the eyebrows. Like that. You're not a weirdo, I promise. I wish there was a way that I could scroll the chat across the top of the screen so that I didn't have to constantly be looking down like that. And then I could see what you were saying, but still look into the camera at the same time. I wonder, I have a bigger Mac downstairs. And I wonder if I can get it to work on that like that. I don't know. I think you guys need your eyebrows are getting a little unruly there. So let's just comb them up. How about that? Especially this one right here. Do you guys ever notice? If I show you this, you won't be able to unsee it. And I apologize. Something that I'm a little bit self-conscious about. And I'm going to share it with you. My pointer fingers, both of them on both hands, are completely crooked. One points this way and one points that way. Look. And I've always wondered if anybody notices that when I'm doing things like this. See? I rub my boyfriend's eyebrows like that when he has a headache. That is the best thing. Oh my gosh. I get migraines, and some of you who get them, and I'm sorry if you do, you'll know that if you get them badly, that there are times when you don't want anybody to touch you, or you don't want to hear or see or deal with anything. But I find if it's not very bad, then that does really help to feel better. If someone will do that, just like that. I have a wonky finger too, but it's because I broke it boxing. Fingers are fine if anyone has a problem with it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I was born with them like that. They've always been like that. However, I do have, you can't really see it on the camera, my nose is a little bit crooked, and it's shaped different than it used to be, because I got smashed in the face while I was playing softball when I was in high school, and I broke it, and I had to have surgery to get it corrected. I pooped in your bathroom. Well, thank you, Midas. I really appreciate that. I think that's one of those things that people say when they mean that they subscribe to you. I might be wrong, and he might just be a troll. I used to say that because, YouTube has a thing about if you go into live streams and you start live screams, and you start saying the S word a lot, subscribe. If you say it a lot of times, they don't like that. And so people started saying really creative things to get around it. And this might not be the case here, I don't know, but they would say, like, I visited your yard, I watered your plants, So I used to joke that one of the things that you should say when you come into somebody's chat if you are subbing to them is, I pooped in your toilet. Of course, I would never say that. And of course, sub for sub is bad, so don't do that. You don't get any real benefit from that because people don't actually stick around and watch. First time I've ever had to use my moderator position. Well, thanks. I don't get a lot of trolls. Now that I've said that, I'll have a million. But I think I've been pretty lucky there. Though at the same time, they say you haven't made it until you have a bunch of trolls, right? So, I don't know. Not that I think I've made it or that I will ever make it, but I'm enjoying where I'm at right now. Okay, so it is I've been on for an hour and 41 minutes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Good night. Good night. I hope your little one sleeps well for you. I'm going to do the gloves one more time. I'm going to stay on if you guys are willing to stick with me for another probably 15 minutes. And then I'm going to go. Because it will have been 2 hours and I'm still really hungry. And it's almost 4 o'clock. Cloud, hello. How are you? Good to see you. I love the way these sound. Like, these are, long gloves. Straight up rubber gloves. But they sound really good when you mash them all up, I think. I think they sound better when you do that than they do when you wear them. To Quesayota 9. Hello. How are you? I hope I said that correctly. Aviation, you're awesome. Love you too, man. And what am I trying to say? I hope that you will always stick around because you're always welcome here. And don't be worried about being weird because weirdos are my favorite kind of people. Absolutely. What's that? How do you say that? I'm sorry. I'm terrible at pronunciation. But hello there. I'm doing the rubber gloves. One of them is inside out, and it's more sticky that way. That's interesting. I like that. Why does that sound so good? How is everyone that just came in? I hope you're all doing really well. Well, I'm definitely going to have something to eat. Numero uno thing I'm going to do. I'd edit the sound of the gloves to make the sound of walking in mud. Oh. Yeah. Totally. That's a good idea. You could totally do that. I did that really weird video last week with the music. I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. I hated that video. But people asked me how I did the flappy sounds, and I totally did it by taking some gloves, not these, different ones, and just shaking them. Now we're walking in the mud. Super sticky mud. We have our rain boots on. I love kind of the art of Foley. It's fascinating to me how they get, certain sounds. Have you ever watched somebody do that? It's really, really interesting. I think being a Foley artist would be a really fun job. Just dance now. I'll be having a nice warm bath, getting into some warm clothes, some breakfast, and getting ready to start my day. That sounds great. I hope that you're not too tired. And thank you so much for being here. Do you feel tingles when you make your videos? No, generally not. Sometimes is the answer to that, but usually it's hard to explain, but it's really, really hard for me to trigger myself because it's me, and I don't find myself relaxing. That sounds stupid, but you know what I mean, hopefully. The only thing that's ever given me tingles from my own video is the silicone, these things. Because this is probably my favorite trigger sound of all time. Like when people have, I want some of those really bad. The gloves that have this. And so that's probably the only time that's ever happened. I hope you have a wonderful morning and day, aviation fan. I'm not very good at this finger flutter thing. Does anybody else have trouble? Like GB is like the master, and I feel really awkward. What are those gloves for your cat? Ooh, that's a good idea. For fur and stuff? Absolutely. But yeah, that's my favorite trigger. Oh good, now I'm scratching my nose. Sorry. When people do ear-to-ear videos with those things, like, makes my eyes roll back in my head. It's crazy. I love them so much. I always feel weird in chats when people bust those out in the middle of a video, and I'm like, yes. Shadowy Wolf, hello. How are you? Good to see you. I'm not gonna blow my nose. I have a lot of hair, and it's everywhere, and it gets up my nose. So, who said Star Wars? I missed it. What about Star Wars? Oh, Star Wars Stormtrooper Blaster was done by striking a taut wire cable with a wrench. Okay, that's good. That's interesting. They should have hit it with a bigger wrench, and then maybe a Stormtrooper would be able to hit something when they shoot at it. Zack Attack, hello. Good to see you. Holy shit, I'm sorry. KSMR, hello. I seriously saw your name and I said holy shit. So I hope that's a flattering reaction. Jesus. Look at me, I'm suddenly incredibly awkward. Even more so than normal. Defo a fan since the beginning. Might not be uber knowledgeable, but yeah. About Star Wars? I wouldn't say I'm uber knowledgeable either, but I've seen them all and I really like them. Well, that's not fair to say. I don't really like all of them because a couple of them are really bad, but as a universe, they're great. I'm gonna do this one a little more just because it's my favorite. KSMR, by the way, is one of my absolute favorites. And I am really flattered and really honored to have you here. So thank you. Every time she puts a video, I do a little dance. Star Wars Valentine said, I miss you with a Stormtrooper. Seriously, they cannot hit anything. What is that about? I thought the idea of clones was that, I mean, didn't they clone It was Jango Fett, right, that they cloned. Wasn't that the whole thing? Like, wasn't he supposed to be, like, really skilled? And I don't understand. Is it like a multiplicity thing where the more of them you make, the worse they get, and that's why they can't hit anything? I don't know. Star Wars is one of the few things that I can talk somewhat knowledgeably about. Everybody has a lot of fandoms. You know, people, they're into like anime, and a lot of people are into anime, and that's just not my thing. And I always feel like people are kind of talking a different language when they start talking about that stuff. But if you want to talk about Star Wars, we can talk about Star Wars. Star Wars or horror movies or I don't know. I can't think of anything else. The clones started to decline. Empire created their own clones using other donors to build their own facilities instead of using the ones on Camino. They did? I missed that. Was that in the books? That makes sense, though. They must have cloned, like, you know, Bob Fett or something. Jeff Fett. What are your favorite horror movies? So, I'm picky about horror movies. More so now, as an adult. I used to watch everything and anything, but I've gotten so that my anxiety is such that I can't watch, like, really, like, torture-y kind of horror movies. So I've never seen Saw or anything like that. I really like horror movies that have more of a psychological scare, more of a paranormal scare. My favorite movie of all time is The Exorcist. That's neither of those things, but one of my favorite horror movies of all time, I don't even know if it would be considered horror, is The Others. The one that has Nicole Kidman in it. I really liked. Okay. Earlier I said word name retrieval is not a thing today. Brain says no. What is the movie with oh my god, Kevin Bacon? Stir of Echoes. That's another one that I really like. That's an old one. The Innocents was a good one. That's an old one. Jessie, if you're still here, did you see The Innocents? Because that was an amazing movie. Changeling, Amityville, the original one. The remakes are crap. I'm a kitty. I hide in a box. I thought you were going to go have breakfast. I recommend one called Borderland, or Final Prayer in the USA. British found footage horror movie, totally bizarre ending that will leave you asking what the heck. Oh, found footage. There's a really good one that I think is either Australian or New Zealand. Phantasm was a good one. I haven't seen that in like 20 years. That was a good movie. What was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. Oh, an Australian horror, like I said, Australian or New Zealand. I can't remember which one it was, but it was a studio out of there, and it was called The Dead Room. It was so good. It was really like a not low production, but low budget. And the premise is these people, I don't know if at least a couple of them are paranormal investigators, and they come to stay in this house to try and document. I think they're making a documentary, the paranormal activity that is happening in this house. And the whole movie is within this house, and it's really well done. Really well done. Did any of you guys see The Boy? If you have, I'd like to know your opinion on that. Yes, I'm still here. I may have heard of it. Jessie, I just know that you like classic movies. And when was that movie made? Let's see. The Innocents. It was a little bit of an older, I don't know if that counts as classic. It was made in 1961. And it has Deborah Kerr, Michael Redgrave, Meg Jenkins. It's just a really good movie, and you should definitely watch it. I've watched it. Not bad, but there are better films. The Boy. I can't say anything because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. But it was, it wasn't the best movie that I've ever seen, but it caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting some of the things. Finish streaming. Can you call me on Messenger? I can try. I don't know if I know how to do that. Jessie, have you seen Changeling? Because that's a good one. There's another one that's an old, like, black and white movie, and it's called The Woman in White. That is more of a psychological movie. It's not, there's The Woman in White, which is an old movie, black and white. There's Lady in White, which is from the 80s or 90s, I guess, which is a good movie. And then there's, is it The Lady in Black or The Woman in Black, which is the one that has Daniel Radcliffe, which is based off, there's a play about that too, which, by the way, was freaking terrifying. I think the play is scarier than the movie. Have you seen Jacob's Ladder? I just had to watch it for class, and it's really cool. Who's in that? I don't know if I have. That sounds really familiar. I'll never be in the army, so I'm good. Same. They don't want me. I'm too old. The Origin of Silent Hill. Silent Hill is one that I have not seen, and I really would like to see that. Tim Robbins. I feel like I've seen that. I'll have to look it up. I'm going to replay this chat and make a list. I think where I drew the line with more of the gorier movie. Sorry. Back in the day, I saw Cube. If anybody has ever seen that, that movie's too much for me. And I said, nope, I can't do this anymore. If I have to take anxiety medication in order to watch a movie, then I don't think I'm going to be watching that movie. Just saying. Cube is a 90s movie. Yeah, it's this group of people, like, I don't know if they were drugged or whatever, but they wake up in this thing that's the cube, and it's like a whole big thing where each room is a puzzle that you have to solve, and if you don't solve it, then something in there kills you, like it's all booby trapped. Any horror film starring Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre gets my vote, absolutely. Oh gosh. Hill House? Not Hill House. A Haunting? Haunting of Hill House? Not the one that's the TV show, but what is the name of that movie? Help me out. Okay, something else. There's my glass thing. Evil Dead. I used to have a really big phobia of zombies, like a really big phobia, and now that's a genre that I really actually like. Of course, I just said, oh, I don't like bloody, gory things. House on Haunted Hill, yeah, that's it, definitely. House of Wax. Is that one that has Paris Hilton in it? I don't think I ever saw that. Escape Room is definitely like Cube then. Okay. Yeah, I used to be able to watch any kind of horror movie that you threw at me. And the older that I get, the worse my anxiety is. And the worse my anxiety is, the less of that kind of thing I can watch. Alien was the first. That was a good movie though. Oh my gosh. You guys want to hear a really sad story? The first time I was ever exposed to a horror movie, I was about 4. I was spending the night at my grandparents' house, and my uncle was only about 10 years older than me. And he came home in the middle of the night, and I was asleep on the sofa. And he decided that the best thing to do was fire up one of the Amityville sequels. And I don't know which one it was. Maybe the third. There was this scene where this girl, this is not a relaxing story at all. She burns to death, pretty much, is the gist of the story. And I was 4 years old, and I woke up in the middle of the night, just in time to see that scene. And that was my first exposure to a horror movie. And I thought my grandmother was going to murder him. And then my mother wanted to murder them both. And then I slept in the bed with my mother for like a month after that. But then the next time I watched a horror movie I was about 8 years old. This is really going to show my age, and I'm very sorry, but I am old. Nightmare on Elm Street came out when I was little, and that was one of the first things I watched intentionally. And I was about 8 or 9 years old, and our babysitter let us watch it. And I didn't find that scary. I don't remember finding it scary at all. And then after that, I was really into horror movies, which is really interesting because Baby Johnny Depp, yes, Saturn's Rings, hello, how are you? Oh, the original House of Wax had Vincent Price. Yes, okay, I forgot about that, I'm sorry. I don't do eyes, I don't blame you. The Alien movie that is my favorite is it the second one or the third one? That's the one that has the little girl in it that they call Newt. Is that the second one? That was my favorite. Matt, April, ASMR in the chat was just talking yesterday about Event Horizon. That movie scared the ever-loving shit out of me. Oh my gosh. That movie was so scary. And usually everybody that I talk to is like, what are you talking about? That movie wasn't scary at all. That movie, like, affected me. I was so scared. I can't do space movies. They're scary. Even ones that aren't supposed to be scary are scary. Because there's always a scene where someone becomes detached from the thing and then they're floating out uncontrollably into space, and that scares the absolute bejesus out of me. Like, how is that not scary? Why is that not terrifying to you? I don't get it. The Others is an amazing movie. That's probably one of my all-time favorite. Aliens, the second film. Okay. Baby Johnny Depp. Yeah, that was that scene with the waterbed. The Johnny Depp scene. And I had a waterbed. But for some reason it didn't bother me at that time. Are you a fan of Jaws? No. See, I grew up on the water, boats and the beach and swimming, and that was that was our life. My grandparents literally live on an island, and so no, I can't do Jaws. That's too real to me. That's where I said it was a secret Warhammer. Yes. Jaws was rated PG in 19... PG? Are you serious? Oh my god. After I saw Jaws, I wouldn't even swim in a swimming pool for a while. Because, Jaws was in the swimming pool. My dad is a surfer, and he's still terrified of that movie even now at 60 years old. Has he ever... I mean, if he surfs all the time, I assume he's come into contact with sharks. Probably more than once, right? Like, has he ever had a close encounter? I love the ocean, but I also have a healthy respect of it. Like, there's a lot of freaky stuff out there. At 50 feet under or whatever, it was a couple years ago. Oh, is that the one where they're deep diving or something and then they get trapped down there? Oh god. The Meg. That's the Megalodon movie that just came out a couple of years ago, right? Imagine watching Jaws in the middle of the ocean. No, thank you. I will just not. I'm good. I'm surprised that they haven't made a movie about the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot that was a horror movie. Maybe they have and I just don't know about it. There's a lot of... I mean, they did Mothman, which, by the way, was a decent movie. Even though that's one of those movies that you watch and, like, almost the entire movie, you're like, what the hell is happening? Sack Attack, my day was wonderful. It was actually a really good day today. How was yours? If you watch Jaws backwards, it's about a really nice shark giving crippled people the ability to walk. Yes, I suppose. Well, Harry and the Hendersons, yeah, but that's not a horror movie. Surely there's been a Yeti one or a Bigfoot one. I'll have to look that up. I doubt there's a horror movie about everything. If Sharknado can be a thing, then anything can be a thing. Does anybody remember The People Under the Stairs? That is also one of my all-time favorites. That movie is really effed up. This is such a relaxing conversation. Why don't we talk about killers more? Gotta go do homework. Thanks everyone for that. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Seriously. Check films by the Asylum. They make low-budget mockbusters. I will totally do that. I feel like that would be really entertaining. I'm a serial killer. Cocoa Pops have no chance. Alright, so it is now almost 20 minutes past the time that I said I was going to stay on. And at this point, I might as well just wait and have some dinner in a few minutes. Should I keep going? Or should we hang it up? What do you guys think? Ginger snaps. No, I never saw that one. I really need to, I'm going to start bringing a notepad and making a list, because when we get into conversations like this, there are things I want to remember, like these movies. I need to make a list. I could also just eat my snack, and you guys could just like deal with it. I am gonna have some of my drink. I really enjoy this because I don't regularly live stream. I only do it once every couple of months. So when I get on, it's fun and I don't want to get off. I do need food. I haven't eaten since breakfast because we were out at lunchtime. I had almonds for lunch. Whoopity-doo. Ronan, if you're going, have a good night or day, or I'm not actually sure where it is that you live, but I hope whatever time it is, it's good. Oh, goodness. Thank you guys so much for being here. It makes me really happy that people are willing to come in and listen to my crap for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like, that's insane to me. But I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I'll probably do another live. I maybe once a month or so is what I like to do. But I really enjoyed it. So thank you. Thank you, Black Cat. Thank you, Quesayota. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you, Saturn's Rings. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Aviation Fan. Who else is here still? Okay, he's not here anymore. Zack Attack. anybody else that's still here, thank you so much. And I will see you guys again. Thank you, Jessie. I'll see you again soon. I might have a bonus video out for you tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say about that. Alright, guys.